Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today is gambling day, and today we have, I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to this one or not, because today we're going to unbox 60 sets of the Samurai's Eye. This can be 2 mod watches eye, can be 3 mod watches eye. I mean, unboxing and checking, all good, super funny to do, and exciting to do that. But price checking 60 watches eye is something I don't really want to do, because that takes quite a time and nerves and whatever. So today's gambling is brought to you by KdzGon. He says, take this 60 sets of Samurai's Eye. Average price card is about 160 chaos, which means like 6, 12, 18, 418 chaos per set. Wow. 480 chaos per set. That means the total amount is here 28,800 chaos orbs, which is about 166 Exalted orb. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do. We're gonna take a quick look on all those watches eye, and then we're gonna price check, or at least I will price check. So I'm going to cut the video again. Means I will price check this after the unbox, and then we're gonna see us again with the final outcome, and we have to reach a total of 166 exalts. Holy moly. Okay, let's take a look at the first row of these Samurai's Eye divination card. We're having the first Watcher's Eye haste phasing, purity of lightning, not that great. Then we have haste and clarity. Wait a second. Haste, purity of lightning, haste, clarity, not that great either. Then we have precision attack and malevolence recovery rate, probably a little bit, but not too much, I would assume. Then we have haste and hatred cold pen, always gonna be a couple of exalts. Discipline and purity of eyes, that one is pretty bad. Then the next one, precision, crit multi, and unaffected by bleeding. This is a standalone for crit multi. The other one is not mandatory at all. Then we have chance to deal double damage by pride and anger, increased fire damage. Double damage always goes for a couple of exalts, if I'm not mistaken here. But if we're gonna quick check this standalone mod, we're going for 5.5 exalts. As I said, always a couple exalts. Then we have the faster start of energy shield recharge, one of the best discipline mods, with Fizz as extra lightning. So definitely one as a standalone. Then vitality and purity of lightning, not that great. Then we have a hatred, Fizz conversion, and phasing by haste. We're taking next a look at the damage taken gained as mana by clarity, and critical strike chance by wrath, and clarity and a malevolence. So all in all, the first ones were actually not that great. So probably like 10 to 15 exalts, somewhere at that range, I would assume, these first 12 cards. So let's take a look at the next 12 cards. And there's only like 150 exalts missing, but maybe we're gonna get the really POC one right now. Clarity, malevolence, same as here. Clarity, purity of lightning, not that great. A triple Watchers with hatred, base crit, lightning damage leached as mana, and also purity of fire. So the base crit is always like 4-5 exalts. Another 4-5 exalts, another base crit with a purity of lightning. Then we have hatred, another base crit, like 3 base crit hatred Watcher's Eyes. This one actually with 1.7, which is actually super high rolled. Just this mod alone should be about... Wait a second, this cannot be true. Let's check this mod again. By hatred, the base crit is always worth a lot. I don't know why my... So 3.5, 4.2, 4.2, 4.3. So basically around 4 exalt just for the single mod here. I'm just wondering, why did this mod not show up here? Oh, now it does. Okay. Actually weird. But yeah, hatred and pride always gonna be nice as well. Purity of lightning, not that much. But yeah, we're gonna keep on going. This was just 4, 8, 12, 13, 15 exalts probably just for those 3. Then we have purity of fighting, purity of fire with determination, not that great. Vitality, purity of lightning, not that great either. Then we have precision attack speed and cannot be blinded, so a double precision, not... Yeah, I know double precision is double precision, but cannot be blinded is like... not a stat where you want to pay like multi-exalts for that, right? So then we have chance to deal double damage again, another couple of exalts here. Clarity, double clarity actually, chance to recover and damage taken before mana, life damage taken from life before mana. That's what I was saying. So the small mind over matter over here with a double clarity. Then purity of elements and damaging ailments, not that great. And then we have hatred with a vitality with a fizz conversion. So yeah, the second vitality mod with the flat regen is always nice to have for leveling righteous fire builds and stuff like that. All right, the next 12 cards, the next 12 sets. And we have Precision Discipline. Maybe as a standalone. Then we have Malevolence Discipline. This is awesome. This is definitely like 20-30 exalts here, because this is the best chaos mod by Malevolence, and then the faster start is one of the best discipline mods. So if we're just gonna check this one as a 2 mod, 35 exalts. There's only one on the market at the moment, so this is definitely a big win here. Then we have Determination Grace, not that great. Then Determination Clarity as well. We're continuing with Haste Onslaught, not that great. Then we have Grace Haste, chance to dodge, double dodge actually, but Wrath and Malevolence with crit strike chance and recovery life. Need to check that later. Another Hatred crit is another 4 exalts here. I wouldn't wonder if nobody would be up to pay the extra precision mod here. Then we have Salutary Hatred, something that always, or at least sometimes go hand in hand. Then we have Multiplier and the life regen again. Then we have Malevolence, recovery rate, and lightning damage leached as mana, and Wrath, Anger, probably not that great. So yeah, this was definitely better. So the first 3 rows is 12, 36 are gone. And we definitely had like 1 or 2 like really good ones. And a lot of like 5, 6, 7 exalt ones. So looking forward to the price checks on how much currency we can get out of that. So Hatred with cold damage, then we have Discipline, faster start, and Facing while Haste. That's actually not too bad. Too sad that the Facing, at least Haste, does reserve so much mana. So you would be able to build in way more builds. I just think that Facing added Haste should actually be a 35% aura, but yeah. So then we have Hatred with a cold damage increased, then Purity of Lightning, Purity of Ice, not that great. Then we have Determination, Purity of Lightning, nope. Purity of Elements and Wrath with the Pan, not really too much. Then we have Salutary, Haste, and Anger. 3 times a 50% mod. Purity of Elements, Grace, not that great, although Grace movement speed sells always for lab farmers. Then Vitality, Purity of Lightning with the flat lightning. Then Purity of Elements and hits Intimidate, not that great, one of the weakest Pride mods over here. Facing by Haste, that's not that good. And we have Grace, movement speed, and Wrath, damage penetration. Grace movement speed is always nice to have if you're playing with a Queen of the Forest, because Queen of the Forest usually uses Grace for the evasion rating, so you have a good or an easy time to actually cap out at 45,000 evasion, and then you have the Grace movement speed to even be faster. So Grace is always nice for all those Queen of the Forest builds. So we're gonna continue with a damage conversion by Wrath, blind enemies by Grace, not that great, Discipline and Anger, not that great either. Then we're continuing with Purity of Elements, Purity of Fire, which is bad. Wrath and Vitality, life recovery from flasks, absolutely useless stat here. Then we have Malevolence, recovery, and damage penetration by Hatred. So where is my double Hatred jewel, or triple Hatred? Then we have Clarity and Purity of Ice, not that good. Anger and Malevolence. Fizz is extra. Like, you always have to think of what builds, or at least what meta builds can use that. And I'm talking about meta builds because the more people want that Watcher's Eye, the higher it will sell, you know? There is definitely some off-meta Watcher's Eye that we have here. Would you say, like, okay, this could have been like 20-30 exalts in the previous league where it was a caster meta, right? But this time around, these go for like 1 exalt, 1.5, something like that, which is actually sad. So here we have Salutary and Hatred, not that bad. Determination, Wrath is actually bad. Then we have Clarity and Malevolence. Damaging ailments is more like a bleed modifier, poison, ignite, something like that. Then we have Malevolence, cold damage, then Celerity and Leech by anger. And the last one is Purity of Lightning and recovery rate by Malevolence. So, sadly, there was no Watcher's Eye that we had in the previous videos where you say like, wow, this is actually a mirror worth, this is like 100x plus. The most expensive was like the 35x or something 30x with the Hatred something, I think. No, actually it was the Chaos Malevolence plus Discipline Recharge. So, I think I'm going to take my time now, probably will take half an hour or something like that, to price check all of these 12 times 5, 60 Watcher's Eye jewels. And yeah, I guess see you in like, for you in like 5 seconds, but for me in like half an hour, so see ya in a bit. Alright, I'm back with the final result. I just price checked all of those items. And yeah, let's see, the last two were nothing. So every time something is absolutely nothing worth, so basically 10 Chaos Jewels, I just priced them with 0.1. Yeah, I know that I should, some are like 10 Chaos, 20 Chaos, 25 Chaos, 30 Chaos, you know, these kind of jewels. I just price all of them by 0.1, okay? So, yeah, me personally, I would just vendor those, right? But I still want to take them into the calculation. So if they're now 10 Chaos, 15, 17, 20, 25, all of those are 0.1 for me, okay? So we have a total result of 134 exalts. This is actually a little bit sad. It's about a 32 exalts profit. Like, not profit, like the other profit, right? The not so profit, actually. So let's take a look what was the most valuable Watcher's Eye. I think the second one over here, that should be this one. That was the Malevolence Faster Start of Discipline. As I said before, this is a pretty nice jewel for all kinds of Chaos builds. Then if we scroll down here, then we have 7x for number 16, which is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is the chance to deal double damage on a perfect roll. They started about 7 exalts, and the not perfect roll at 6, 5, 5, 5, 8, 6 exalts, something like that. So yeah, getting that 12% is definitely, you know, a couple of divines, but still, the perfect rolled one started 7x, so I would also price this as 7x. Then what we have else here, 6%, 6 exalts, number 25 and 26, means these two here. This is basically every hatred that has more than one, like they can roll from like 1.2 to 1.8. So everything 1.7 is actually super top rolled. So even though they started like 5 exalts, I priced them 1 exalt more expensive just because they are really, really good rolled. What else do we have here? Like 1x, 10x jewel. I think this is the one I wasn't really too sure. This is number 55. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this one here. And this is the... No, that's not this one. 55. Wait a second. This one, actually. Because the precision multiplier starts, I think, at 7 exalts with a pretty high roll. And vitality is something you can actually use, right? So if we're just gonna check, the multiplier starts at 7 exalts, right? So I calculated in with the higher roll plus vitality, 10 exalts. I think this is a price that you can actually achieve. Could actually be more if like, but I don't know, like if you're a melee character, right? You have like purity of the melee one, the purity of the Herald of Purity, Pride, Blood and Sand, Flesh and Stone, like all these kind of stuff. So I don't think that you can really fit in the vitality, but maybe you can. So I think this is achievable at all. So yeah, this is the end result, minus 32 exalts, which is actually a little bit sad. No triple Watcher's Eye or something like that. So yeah, can happen. And yeah, 1 mirror gambling down the toilet, or at least like not down the toilet, but still. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.